And at this point, I'm going to hand the torch over to Jacob for this first album.
Silent Planet have released their new album, Iridescent.
It sure is a Silent Planet album, all right.
You stole my line, damn it.
I
tried to give this.
Yeah.
I tried to give this
isn't
album, like, I skimmed through some of the non-singles just to see if it would maybe be worth listening to in full. The snippet of Anhedonia that we talked about last month is still the closest I've been to liking a Silent Planet song, and that's kind of all I have to say here. Just
you
not
gotta
a band
listen.
that's fully clicked with me yet.
If
So-
you like any song, sorry, Derek.
Well, no,
If
I'm
you
just
like
gonna say, oh no,
any
no, my
song-
bad. No, you go ahead. I'm
Holy
sorry.
shit.
If Jake will like any song, it'll be Till We Have Faces, I think.
That's not one that I checked out, so
Yeah, I'd say that or Second Son or The Sound of Sleep, maybe. Anything that's got cleans in it. That's what I was gonna say. Is I don't know how much you skimmed through it, but if you were like, "Oh, the first minute 30 is just all heavy. Where's the cleans? I don't want to listen to this song anymore." You know, a lot of the clean choruses on this album kick in past where you think they would. Like they're a little more delayed.
Yeah, but
But-
at the same time, do you really want to listen to 2 minutes of gutturals?
Yes. I do.
No.
Well, A, these are not gutturals. B, the shit slaps. So yes, I will listen to however long I need to.
Shall we start with Translate the Night?
Let's start with Translate the Night. Was that like by we? Did you mean that me? I'm starting with Translate the Night.
Either of us. Okay, I'll go.
Go for it.
It's your own separate high of mine, and you're fucking it up.
Yeah. So this is the intro song, and it is probably my favorite opener for a Silent Planet album, I think.
What, like 112 into Translate the Night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got the breakdown. Oh my god. That's a as Jake was saying earlier, it's a top 10 breakdown.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of those on this album. Breakdowns and top 10 breakdowns. I feel like I think that Translate the Night, because I was in my car driving home from work the first time I heard this. And I, with the singles, didn't really know what I was going to be getting. I liked Anhedonia and Panopticon. Not super big on Trilogy. I'm still not. Trilogy is still my least favorite song off the album.
Sad Jacob noises.
Yeah, but so I just didn't know. And I saw that the opening track was like 1 minute 10 seconds, and I'm like, God bless. Like I know I've got enough faith in Silent Planet as a band to make this transition into Translating the Night. And it did. And then that first like sing screamy chorus kicked in and Translate the Night, and I was just like, oh fuck, here we go. That was the moment where I was like, fuck the singles. I think I'm gonna really like this album. And I think that, yeah, you mentioned earlier when Justin said that this was a Silent Planet album, and it's really not. Because it's less like experimental than the other albums, and it leans more into like the core side of metalcore. And it really pays dividends, I think. I could not get into
it's more accessible.
Yeah, I couldn't get into any Silent Planet music before this. I listened to their previous 2 albums, I believe. Let me make sure before I tell you that I did. Yeah, so I listened to When the End Began. I've listened to Everything Was Sound, and I also listened to that, what was it, the re-release, I think it was, of The Night God Slept or whatever that came out last year. Yeah. And I just did not save a single song. I couldn't do it. I have every song on this album saved except for 2. And the 2 I don't skip in the context of the album. I
Wait, what
appreciate
are the
them.
two? Well, I know one's trilogy, but what's the other
Yeah.
one?
You think you can guess?
Are we skipping
No, no,
interludes?
no,
We're not skipping interludes.
no,
Oh, well, then it's what's 112? No, wait, it's Liminal, isn't it?
no.
I don't
It's
know.
Alive as a House Fire.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
which you know, for
So
all the controversy that it caused, I don't like the ending bit where it's just "fuck the system" over and over again. Not
so
because of the message, "fuck the
let me
system," but like it just felt a
let
little out
me
of place.
let me tell you my two songs that I didn't save. It's "The Sound
I
of
think you're
Sleep"
gonna
and
hurt me.
Alive as a House Fire."
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm glad that we're on the same page then. At least for "Alive as a House Fire," I really like the sound
So
of
you're
sleep.
telling me "Alive as a House Fire" was not a good single to pick as one of my few to check out from this album?
Uh,
I think it's a good song. It's just the ending feels a little out of place, both in terms of, I mean, like obviously, like Silent Planet. Ooh, they said the fuck word, but it felt like it kind of came out of nowhere. Like it's in, at least for
it's
me, it feels in
a
contrast to
little
the rest of the song.
purposely trying to be edgy, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they went into it thinking, oh, let's be edgy. No, like if there was ever a time for Silent Planet to say fuck, I think that that's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
I just think it could have been incorporated into the song maybe a little bit better.
Hmm.
Um, just across this whole album, Silent Planet really, I guess, branches out in a way. They make their music safer, and in doing so, branch out. I guess would be the way to put it. You know that they're known for being experimental, but their experimentation here is making music that's safer and more traditional, and it pays dividends. You've got, you know, clean or sing screamy architect style choruses that outside of the one on Trilogy, which that's the part of Trilogy I don't like is the
You
clean
know, we
chorus.
gotta talk about this. This is a crime.
For whatever reason, the cleans on Trilogy, I'm just not vibing with them. It's the one thing holding me back from that
So
song.
what I think is, well, of course that song was probably recorded earlier, and it
Hmm.
seems throughout the album, I think it's, yeah, Thomas is in a different range than he used to be in previous albums,
Mm-hmm.
and it's more if it suits him more, I feel, and I'm pretty sure that's what it could be bothering you. I'm because I haven't really noticed. I love Trilogy. It was like a top five. I think it was my top. I think it was my fifth song of the year last year.
Something like that.
Yeah. So
I guess to you because I've got lyrics pulled up because
yep.
it's Silent Planet and
Mhm.
you have to. I mean, it's Silent Planet and lyrics are kind of like that's
Mhm.
their thing, right? Do you have a song in particular that you felt the lyricism was strongest in?
Yes.
Okay, do you have one that
It
isn't
is.
terminal?
Yes.
Okay.
It actually like really means a lot to me. So
Okay. Do you have
I
them
want.
pulled up
So
that you'd want to?
I can pull it up right now, but
Okay. Um.
um, you go first.
Well. Okay. So is it Iridescent?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll let you do Iridescent then, because that. Do you remember when earlier with the Conquer Divide cover, I said that like it it was my favorite song of the month, maybe, and if not, it was number two. Iridescent would be my number one, if not.
Mm.
I really,
So
really, I just as a closer, as a song in general, the emotion and everything, like, oh, beautiful.
well, sorry, I'm gonna make it really depressing. So
No, go for it. It's a
no,
depressing album.
um, so like end of October, my dog passed away,
Mm.
and this song happens to be about Garrett's dog,
Oh, I did not know that. I thought it was
and
about like a loved one.
I was like, wow, this is like the perfect time that this release. It
Yeah.
actually is like. So I'm gonna read from the end. Uh, when the hospital dissolves and every storm reaches resolve, I'll find you there past the fog, iridescent. As the moon waved her goodbyes, I saw you in a thousand lights. Eternity a moment, iridescent. So pull me back through the nightmare. I'd rather be fragile than forever alone. So and then it repeats.
I really like that last one there. I'd rather be fragile than forever alone.
Yeah, it was about Garrett's dog who I think she had like I don't know what I don't remember what disease, but she was like 1 years old and she passed away from this disease. And I thought it was like I don't know, perfect timing for this song to come out. Is really means a lot to me. So
I think for me, I guess it's the song Terminal, I guess, is almost in that same vein in terms of, I guess, overall message, but the first verse, I count the pills, you count the time. There's never enough to change my mind. Don't look back, sea of the dead. I turn to salt in a hospital bed. I'm shaking hands with stillborn clocks. I'll stare to the east until time stops. And it's just wow. Like
yeah.
Iridescent Terminal. I also want to say just in general, like Till We Have Faces as well. The lyricism across this album is so strong, and I don't know if it's necessarily less conceptual than previous albums, but much like the music itself, I feel like the lyricism is still strong, but it's more digestible and less like intellectual or philosophical.
I think I remember Garrett saying this entire album is about love and loss.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
looking at everything. I want to sing a lot of praises to this album for accomplishing so much in the span of 12 tracks and making me feel some sort of way. Like I said, I couldn't get into anything that Silent Planet did prior, and so to have an album that I can feel so connected to and into, especially just with the music. I mean, I am beyond pleasantly surprised with this album. Especially, I wouldn't have expected to like it this much based off the singles, and Silent Planet delivered an incredible metalcore album in a big way that's just so good on so many fronts.
Dude, and Mitch singing,
Yeah.
chef's kiss. Why didn't he do that earlier?
Don't know. He's doing it now. Please do it in the future. Everybody, please. all members of Silent Planet currently doing what they're doing on this album, do it more and do it soon.
Last thing I want to mention is because I don't think we did it when we talked about Anhedonia, is in the second verse there's like 4 lines that Garrett says without like taking a breath, and it's like insane. You need to hear it. Just go listen to the second verse of Anhedonia.
I'll do that later.
It's really impressive.
The second thing, but yeah, I mean, that and the rest of the vocals across are just so impressive. There's so much vocal range on this album. It's fantastic.
Favorite song?
Favorite song, Iridescent. Iridescent for sure. If I can't pick Iridescent, probably Translate the Night or Anhedonia.
I'm with you there.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah.
Hivemind is in effect for where it matters.
I was gonna say Anhedonia or Translate the Night.
There we go.
So
Hivemind in effect where it matters.
I wonder if we'll be talking about this album at the end of the year, guys.
No.
Who knows?